Then you get to the keeping in the forward ranks, get to KK's line.
Yeah.
And I mean, I'm I like the Perry. I know it's hard to say when you get like a 4.9 out of Armia before he went on the shelf, but
Yeah.
like I just love I love the idea of a we're just gonna call it KK just for this little next few minutes. Getzlaf 2.0. So
Yeah.
little Getzlaf.
You and I have been making this comparison for years, man. And like, I remember, and it was just, I'm a Ducks fan as well. Like, I loved watching the Ducks when they were in their peak and a big rivalry with LA, and of course the Cup way back that Getzlaf and Perry won. But been a huge Ducks fan, and I was just when we drafted Kotkaniemi, it was I was kind of like I was bittersweet about it because I trust Bergevin and Timmins in the work that they do, but I was pretty high on Quinn Hughes and wanting that left defenseman. So I'm going, yeah. So I'm going and looking at Kotkaniemi highlights, and all I have to go off is like 2 or 3, like 3 or 4 minute videos, and I'm looking at him play, and it's like, holy shit, the way he skates around and opens up lanes and passes the puck through seams like that. It's Getzlaf, and then he's getting physical in the corners and retrieving pucks and shows that he has a shot. And then they're saying that he's defensively responsible. Now these as the years have gone by, it's like, man, he's progressing into that aggressive power forward center, and that kind of just is good, not overly elite at any specific skill, but good at every single thing, just like Getzlaf.
It's so true. I mean, and I can't sit here. I mean, you watch the Ducks, but like when you watch Getzlaf play when he was younger, he had a bit of awkwardness to him. Big guy, kind of slower, like almost like instant replay slow, right? You're like, oh, it's gonna screw up here, but he just find his way and find his seams, and he'd
Yeah.
find his partner in Perry or whoever his line mates were at the time. But KK is the same way. You see him, and he kind of rolls through, and you're like, how do you get the puck? Like, how are you doing that? He just has this weird, awkward way to kind of figure it out and get in. And I mean, aside from the cheap shots that he gets, on him, Zadorov and then now Dubé. Like, I mean, aside from those, like he handles himself, and now that his base is getting stronger, like he's just playing that like smart, not gonna blow you out of the water with speed, but he just plays this like the comparisons are there. Like everyone says Barkov, I don't see Barkov. Barkov is a Suzuki, big Suzuki kind of mix. Like he has those, like you see the moves he makes on breakaways. Like
Yeah.
KK is not the fleetest. He's not the fleetest of foot and the best hands out there. That's more
Yeah.
Suzuki's type of game. But when you said and this credit goes to you. Slav was your kind of thing, and I remember that implanted into me and was like, touche, spot on. And I mean, you're getting a mini Getzlaf on your third line right now. I'll take it, no
Yeah.
problem.
Oh, big time.
And
And then a couple, what was it? A couple weeks ago, we're chatting and just texting or whatever, and you mentioned the possibility of, or you mentioned that Getzlaf only has 1 year left on this deal, and I couldn't believe that I wasn't aware of it.
oh, he's we're about to start something. We won't even get to this one,
Yeah.
this conversation behind me yet.
Yeah.
But so just picture it. Okay, so yes, you have Jake Evans on the fourth line, fantastic player. Again, we're only on two lines out of four that we're talking about so far, but you
Yeah.
get you get KK right now. What better role model? We had Nate Thompson last year. Love Uncle Nate, of course, but Getzlaf's UFA end of the year. He probably wants some hardware. And where's his best buddy right now? Where's his old coach from Team Canada? Oh, there. They wear this beautiful jersey that I have on my shoulders right now. Could you imagine bringing him in for a cup run? All assumptions are going to be that he's going to probably go back to Anaheim. I mean, why would you want to leave Anaheim if you're
Right.
living down in LA, families there, you loving life? Join your buddy, play third, fourth line, put Kotkaniemi on the wing if you want. Let him learn to play with someone like that. But could you imagine getting Getzlaf? Could you imagine?
Reunite Getzlaf and Perry with the Montreal Canadiens, man. Oh, that would be, I would be, yeah, I'd feel like I was dreaming watching that, especially through the playoffs. Like, oh
Yeah,
my God. Yeah,
I
that'd be
mean,
huge. And you got to think that, I like what the Anaheim Ducks are doing right now with their build. They probably want to keep Getzlaf and re-sign him on a decent deal, keep him as captain, keep him as that leader, similar build to what the Habs went through with Weber.
yeah,
But if they could, send him off as a rental just for this season, why not?
yeah. And we would pay. Like, let's be
Yeah.
honest. Like, we have no shortage of prospects that can go that way. I mean, I don't want to. It's not the same realm of players, so no one radio me this way. But Plekanec, sorry. He came in, went to those nasty ass Leafs, but
Yeah.
he left for a playoff run. Got a pick back. He came back the next year. Many players have done it, but for Getzlaf to pick, especially in this weird year, Getzlaf can come home for a few months into Canada. We have that waiver situation that how that's going to hamper the team, great.
Yeah.
But if you're bringing Getzlaf in and you're not hampering the lineup with what you gave up, it could still work. But I mean, hey, God knows what's going to happen this year with the trade deadline. Like it's hard to say,
Yeah.
but
Then you'd have Getzlaf with Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Just the perfect mentor.
that's exactly what it's all about, right? I mean, you just get if you had the opportunity to do so, like you remember when everybody complained about the fact that we won the play-in round because
Yeah.
we were we lost on Alexi Lafreniere, great prospect. No one's going to shit on that, but like losing five draft positions, everyone was freaking. Well, look what it did.
Yeah.
Now you just get another playoff round in there and you get them up. And let's just be honest, we're on a collision course with those fucking Maple Leafs from the playoffs.
Oh my
I
God.
am like, I just the thought of
We
it
need
gets me
it though.
mad.
We need it, but it's gonna be some of the most stressful hockey in our lifetime for sure.
Yeah, it will be. And our generation will never see this again. This whole Canadian team, sorry, the Canada's team winning and going into the Stanley Cup, real Stanley Cup playoffs against the other divisions. But like, you got to bring in some guns at that point. And I know, right, defense is probably where we should be going after, but Bergevin's all about depth. And if he can make a move to bring in someone like that, if this team keeps performing, he's going to pull out all the stops to do it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we have too many good defensive prospects right now. There's too many. They're the same age,
Yeah.
same position. I'm sorry, but I'm finding it very hard to fall in love with like the Norlanders of the world and like I and the Strubles,
Yeah.
Harris. Like you have, they're all left defense. Like at some point, you have to give to get, and I would love to get my hands on that big fucking ham hock Getzlaf to center the third line.
Sacrifice one of those prospects for a serious run at a cup, a good opportunity
Yeah,
at a cup.